Hey, what's up? Screw it. It's too early for a damn intro. Now, let's just, roll it. Roll it. Welcome back, and I hope you're all having a great summer bumping uglies.
I dated her mouth for a full semester.
So let's not waste any time and get right into the video. In the illustrious realm of Neverwinter, we've got ourselves a whole carnival of challenges. Some intended, others not so much, but more than you could ever imagine. For some, these issues are fairly invisible because they are blissfully new and wrapped up in the novelty. Others have got such a unique perspective that they are in a world of their own, lost in their own personal quests and objectives. But let's get one thing straight. I'm not the judge of how people find their fun in this game. It's all about having a jolly old time, and it's different strokes for different folks. But hey, whether your adventures are a roller coaster, a gentle stroll through a green and pleasant land, or more like watching paint dry, there's no denying Neverwinter's got its very own collection of hurdles. Some folks just look the other way like they're in a staring contest with a brick wall. Others waltz through the maps like they're dancing on air unfazed and not allowing issues to spoil their fun. And then there are the unlucky few who know about these problems, feel cut to the bone by them, but are stuck in a maze with no exit in sight. And Neverwinter does have a lot of problems like recycled campaign designs, recycled gear, recycled companions, recycled mounts, recycled zones, recycled dungeon mechanics, recycled rewards, unevolved events, underwhelming loot rewards, outdated rewards in dungeons and skirmishes, outdated cash shop items, Zen exchange backlog, cash grabbing, nerfs, lack of content across all player levels, time gates, exploiting running rampant, empty zones, issues with the scaling system, persistent evolving bugs, buggy old dungeons and skirmishes, annoying lag and rubber banding, small development team, low player population, lack of innovation, overwhelming dominance of RNG, imbalance among classes, inability to swiftly address issues, rare instances of compensation, shortcomings in quality control prior to release, a neglected content creator program, low community engagement during streams, neglect of PvP leading to its death, economic instability, pay-to-win elements, limited customization, challenges with forming groups for content, absence of cross-platform play, lack of reasons for established players to re-engage with legacy content, low responses to critical issues, poor integration of crafting systems, uninspired quest designs, neglected guild systems, inadequate performance optimization, fragmented storytelling, lack of dynamic world events, neglected class synergies, unoptimized game client, performance issues, underwhelming cosmetic customization, horrible crafting system with limited utility, no player housing, dead guilds and strongholds, shrinking alliances, lack of daily rewards for logging in, legacy characters still exist, fusion characters still exist, small instance player limits, long queue wait times, rough Astro Diamond limits, unbalanced guild building currencies, and I could talk endlessly about the game's flaws. But amidst all those imperfections, there's one shining beacon that keeps players hooked: the combat system. It's so remarkable that even after a rework, it remains the game's crown jewel. Just thinking from my perspective alone, I haven't played in months, and the only thing I miss about Neverwinter whenever it pops into my head is the combat system and how awesome it felt, and of course my friends. And when I play other games, the benchmark I use for combat is always Neverwinter. I compare it to every game religiously, rigorously, and regardless of genre. Hands down, it's the standout feature, although it's not without its own hiccups and definitely not as good as it used to be. When it comes to the reasons why players continue to engage with the game, it all boils down to the combat system and of course the camaraderie we have with our friends. Just imagine what the experience would be like if the combat system resembled that of some other games. It's highly unlikely that the game would have endured this long if it weren't for its exceptionally engaging combat. There's something undeniably satisfying and unique about it. Quite unlike other MMOs, it doesn't boast an extensive array of combat abilities like WoW or Black Desert Online, nor does it offer the same level of build diversity and synergies. Nonetheless, it remains captivating, continuously keeping the game alive. However, it's important to acknowledge that even the most remarkable combat system cannot single-handedly retain players indefinitely. This may help explain the current challenge faced by Neverwinter with a dwindling player population that the game is striving to retain. Ultimately, every game has its life cycle, and no matter how exceptional the combat system may be or could become, it cannot sustain a game on its own indefinitely. Nevertheless, it's safe to say that the combat system has played a crucial role in keeping Neverwinter alive, potentially more times than we are even aware of. Think of it as a daily dose of vitality that extends the game's lifespan. While Neverwinter faces issues like technical glitches and declining player numbers, the combat system remains a symbol of its resilience. Despite the game's issues, it's crucial to highlight the enduring appeal of Neverwinter's combat system, and that's why I made this video. Even as the player base shrinks and challenges arise, the combat system remains a driving force. The ongoing efforts to tweak things in a better direction are great, but also sometimes seen as a little too late. Players find excitement and form friendships through battles and adventures, making it a unique and captivating aspect of the game. So good for you, Neverwinter. You have at least one good thing about you, and it's a major one. Now if you could only get your shit together with everything else. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on the subject in the comments below. So until I see you all again, my friends, may your crits be high, your loot bountiful, and your laughter contagious.